Yes, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Football Stink. How are you? Good to see you. Please smash the like button for us. Smash the subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We're squeezing in a little show in between the end of the 2 o'clocks and before the 4:30. So hopefully people will join us as the 2 o'clocks come to their conclusion. Good to see you all, as always. Football Inc. Oh, dropped out there. Sorry. Search for Football Inc. And we can find you there. We can find you there. Johnny, how you doing, my man?
All right, okie dokie. I was just keeping an eye out on all the results today. Just thinking that Bournemouth were going to get back into the game. They lost their captain after about 10 minutes. Seemed to lose their way. Got the penalty, and Semenya, the one that everybody wants, missed it. So it's not only Richarlison that misses.
Why do you call him Semenya?
Semenya.
Yeah, but you say Semenya. Well, I know you know his name Semenyo, but you say Semenya. And is it a nickname or something? Or what's going on?
No. It's like Semenya.
Semenya.
Semenya. Yeah, that's what I think. A bit like when I said, Semenya. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, listen, interesting games going on, mate. Interesting games. It's not hard. It's not. Listen, there is 100%, 100% I think it's undeniable, mate. I think it's undeniable that teams that do the low block have improved their low block better than the teams that can break them down. That's why you're seeing all these upset. That's why the league is as close as it is. That's why you're seeing Brentford being incredibly stubborn, Newcastle struggling away from home again. It's 1-1. I said to you, Aston Villa, no problem, mate. No problem. They're going to win this game today because it just feels like there's certain ingredients around the game of football.
Well, let's have some context there. They didn't have a single. I don't think they would. It all seemed to happen. In all fairness, it all seemed to happen when what's he given, a penalty? No. Oh no. It all seemed to happen when they lost their captain, Smith. And they looked like a bit disjointed. Wendia, right? I remember when he was playing for Norwich, I wanted Spurs to sign him. I absolutely loved him. And then he went to Villa and then seemed to lose his way for some unknown reason, had injuries and what have you. Now, I mean, he's back to that player that I absolutely loved at Norwich. The free kick was absolutely sublime. 2 superb goals that they've been undone by. You know, it's not been... they've been pelted, I would say, all the time. But listen,
I mean, you say that. I think you went for a 1-1. I think it was El Dante. If he's in the house, big up to him. I think he went for a 2-2. Yours truly went for a Villa win, 3-1. It looks like Butler's getting the point there.
Well, it could have been. To be honest with you, that they should have scored that penalty. It was a terrible penalty. It was a terrible.
I think the early results, Johnny, are predicting that normality, Johnny boy, normality has resumed. It's resumed, my man. Listen, we all got nil point from the Spurs United game. Everton Fulham. Yours truly went for a 2-0. 2-0 is what it was. You guys went for a 2-1.
It could have been 5-0, Sean. They hit the bar and hit the post 3 times.
Could have, should have, would have, mate. Could have, should have, would have. It was 2-0, and that's where I get my 3 points from, my 3 points. West Ham, Burnley, we all went for a win. Not quite the right one relative to what happened. Oh, sorry, you went for a... No, yeah, we all went for a win there, but it wasn't quite as convincing as reality had it. Sunderland, Arsenal. This guy is the only guy that went for a draw. You lot went for Arsenal wins. Predictable, Johnny. Predictable.
What was the score, Sean, that I predicted?
2-2. You went for 1. You went for 2-1. Arsenal.
Yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. So it was that score until the 96th minute, yeah?
Yeah, but...
Let's not talk like I was light years away. Yeah.
Mate, at the end of the day, you know...
And what score did I have for Man United? What score did I have? What
It's
score
a
did I have for Man
results-based. It's a
United?
results-based business, Johnny.
I
It's a
know.
results-based business.
What was the score I had for Man United?
You had 2-1 to Tottenham.
2-1 to Tottenham. So I was undone in the 97th minute and the 96th minute.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yours truly would have been sat here with 6 points and like.
Listen, I'm just saying.
2 seconds of madness,
A
Sean.
results-based
2
game.
seconds of madness. 2 seconds of
A
madness.
results-based game. And it looks like, as it stands, it looks like you might get a point. The Brentford game is in flux right now. I've gone 2-1 Brentford, as did El Dentorino. You went for 2-2. So at the moment, you're getting a point back.
No, I'm not.
I'm getting the
No,
point.
I'm not because Brentford have just got a penalty.
Have they? Are you ahead of me? Come on, then. Oh, it's going to be bad news for Johnny. It's going to be bad news for Johnny.
It's a goal. 2-1 Brentford.
Oh, you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me on the game.
So listen, let me just say to you, you know, we complain, you know, about Spurs, whereas Newcastle, right? Newcastle, they've spent big money. Howe's into his 3rd season. He's in his 3rd season, Sean.
Yeah, we're not doing whatabouteries, though. We're not doing whatabouteries.
No, I'm just saying. 3rd season in.
Underperformance does not justify someone else.
Season in, mate. Fuck all injuries, right?
Would you take Eddie Howe at Tottenham right now?
Darren, mate, right? Just calm yourself down, yeah? In the chat. Just calm yourself down. 3-0. Aston Villa, Bournemouth.
Yeah. All I need now is a Bournemouth goal, and I'm light years ahead. It's I don't know what we do here. It's like I'm prescient. This is what I do, Johnny. You know, I'm surprised I'm not a trillionaire because my betting account is empty. You know, because I never get it right when I bet them. But when I do this irrelevant stuff, I'm spot on the money. I'm only joking. Was that Igor Thiago getting that goal for Brentford? It was indeed.
Yeah. Penalty. He's having a good time. I thought Palace might beat Brighton, to be honest, but let's see what happens. The news today is Tottenham are definitely considering a January move for Atalanta forward Adamara Lookman.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I see the fan base are, you know, split between meltdown on Thomas Frank out. There was another one just in here just now.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, I said to you earlier on the Spurs Talk Show, like it's a rarity, but I actually did put the poll up after I did the 0s and 1s game, and
Mikey just scored again, mate.
Mikey Moore's got a brace.
Yeah.
You want to text his dad, mate? Say
well done, do, mate. Yeah. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that, mate.
Is that part of the reason why you've got his back because you become mates with his dad?
No, I messaged Mikey as well, mate.
I did.
Yeah.
I'll message everybody.
No, listen. In fairness, I've been waxing lyrical about him for 3 years, and the dad messaged me saying it. Of course. Thanks very much for your support. Yeah, he could be offside here. VAR are checking. He's special, Sean. I mean, you know, superlatives for certain players, but you know, the first time I saw him play for the academy, I actually got up and I just went, "Oh my God, I think I've just seen Paul Gascoigne." It's like that barrel chest as he piled through the middle of the park, like shifting his weight and smashed the ball in. And, you know, I just thought there was something special about him. You know, sometimes you see a player and you just know something, you know. Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see how he does when he comes back to Spurs. But good for him.
Listen, it's good for him. And I'll tell you why it's good for him. Because he's been abused. He's been held scapegoat when Russell Martin was playing him in the wrong position and telling him, you know, all the Rangers fans were saying, get rid of him, send him home. Absolute biggest pile of shit ever to come to the club. Now, I've got receipts, Sean. I've tracked down the ones that messaged. Where are you now? I can't hear a thing.
I'm actually going to start doing that. I'm actually going to start. I've noticed a few other channels have got like Twitter bot or whatever, like Twitter can, where they basically just. I'd rather just do like the expose. Just grab the screenshots of the comments of people like this man right here. Where is he? Darin D'Souza. This man. I'm not on Thomas Frank's dick at all. Like I criticize, but I also give him time. But I think that there should be some receipts kept for people in the comments, because we have to live and die by our opinions. We get called out. People remember they clip us, but the comments don't get clipped as much, do they?
They don't, Sean. And he wants to be heard. Hence the capitals, Darren. And he wants to make sure he's done it. So I think this is the second or third time he's posted it. I don't know. We're not playing Football Manager, mate. You sit at home and you play your Football Manager in front of your computer and see how different it is when you've got 10, 11 players out and you're trying to change mindset of a team.
Yeah, should we talk a little bit about that?
Nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect
today again for Tottenham, though, right?
Yeah. Listen, nothing's perfect. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's perfect, because it bloody well isn't, right? But what would have happened if Richie had been the winning goal and we hadn't conceded yesterday? The narrative would have been different. Except all I see is Richarlison should never have taken his shirt off, and that's why we lost. I mean, all sorts of mad stuff. Not to do with the fact that Vicario never controlled his box and dominated his box. Not the fact that Brennan Johnson was marking De Ligt and just let him go, or the fact that the referee didn't notice the fact that Luke Shaw had both his arms round Bentancur and he couldn't even move. He blocked him off, had both arms around him. So 4-0. Villa.
Yeah. I said it would be easy. There's certain games that I just look at and think the market's well offside on, And I had a little.
You must be gutty though, Sean. 4-0 and Ollie Watkins didn't score.
He got an assist though, didn't he?
No assist, mate.
Are you sure about that?
Yep, positive.
Yeah, that annoys me. Are you equally as annoyed by the fact that your boy Jarrod Bowen didn't do anything in the 3-1 victory?
100%. In fact, he had a chance to bury one and screwed it up. Yeah. This is an Areola
for Newcastle now. You guys are all ahead of me, man. This IPTV is only good if it's because it's cheap, super cheap, and it's brilliant viewing, but I'm like 2 minutes behind everybody else.
Yeah, well, it's not good for streaming, Sean, but that's not what it's for. It's for your casual leisure.
Yeah. It's not just casual leisure when you spend 9 hours out of your day in front of a camera, Johnny.
I know. Well,
mate, let's talk a little bit about Kolo Muani, bro. I tried to record a video when I was out for the dog walk. I haven't done it successfully, so I'm going to have to do another one after this.
Yeah,
but I actually want to
pick Richarlison. He did say.
Well, I want to somewhat apologise a little bit, or a little apologise, more like retract, because part of my accusations, part of my criticism at Thomas Frank yesterday was at the substitutions, because I was like, what are we doing here? Like, why did Richarlison stay on? But to be fair, Johnny, you were the first person that brought to my attention the fact that Muani got elbowed. I don't think it was shown on TV. I don't remember seeing it. It certainly wasn't VAR'd. And so when everybody was furious with the idea that Richarlison stayed on and Muani came off, I think we were all working with the only information that we had, which was there's no injury. Turns out the guy's now out for 8 weeks. It's big news, right? It's a terrible blow for Tottenham.
Mate, as far as I'm concerned, it's old school. Who's the most dangerous player you're going to face today? Kolo Muani. Okay, let him know you're there. 2 seconds into the game. I mean, literally, it was one of his first actions. He's down on the ground, and I'm going, referee. He just elbowed, did that on purpose. And everyone's going, sit down, shut up.
Did you capture it on camera?
No, because it wasn't nothing. It was off the ball. It was off the ball. He wasn't even in for a challenge.
I can't find any footage of it. I've looked. I can't find anyone's got any clips of it yet.
I think what's name's got a still of it, isn't it, for CNBC?
There was a still, but that was like it was just a still of the moment, but that doesn't give you any context. You don't know what's happened there. I want to see the actual incident because it wasn't on VAR. It wasn't. There's no clips going around. Usually these things are clipped up within 5 seconds, but I can't see anything.
I was having an argument with a guy in the toilet. There was one guy who, like, my son knows, we know, he was saying Muwani's shit. And I said to him, I'm going to keep the receipts. And then I go to the toilet and a guy's going, that Muwani's absolute toilet. I said, toilet, did you see what happened? What's this? Oh, really, Johnny? You're so out of touch. What's this?
Don't worry about it, mate.
Is he still here? All right.
I'm going to kick him out.
I'll let him stay for a bit.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, if you don't care, I don't care.
I don't know. Just let him go. Let him have his moment. What was I going to say to you? Yeah, I don't think many people saw it. I was just
no one saw it, mate. You were literally the first person who brought that to my attention was at about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. That was you and then Lubo straight afterwards in the WhatsApp group. Nobody in the Spurs talk show chat WhatsApp group mentioned it. It wasn't mentioned on the TV.
I didn't understand.
I still haven't seen any clips. I'm looking on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Even VAR it, and I was shouting like VAR, like why aren't you VARing it? The guy doesn't go down like that for no reason off the ball.
But I'm Destiny. I got you.
It's a bit of a joke. I mean, we are, first of all, we had Bergvall, who would have been a very handy player to have had against Chelsea. I think he would have given us some physicality in the middle of the park. He would have been very handy to have brought on yesterday in the middle of the park as a variant or to add some fresh legs. We didn't have him. Now to lose Kolo Muani, who's the only quality mobile attacker we have. We saw, in some of the moments yesterday, he was starting to form a relationship with Xavi Simons, but you could see there was something up with him. He wasn't quite at it. He started off in the middle, then he went out on the left-hand side, then he dropped deep and seemed to be playing in the middle, then he was on the right. He seemed to be all over the place. But
fair play to him for staying on, because if that happened in the 11th minute and he stayed on for another half an hour, another 40 minutes, fair play to him. And obviously, like I say, I retract that specific part of the criticism with regards, that substitution. It doesn't change my overarching thesis, but it's devastating blow, mate. And just quickly, I don't spend all that because we've got to talk about Arsenal as well, dropping points. But does that change your profile of you'd hope that by the January window, Johnny, that maybe Solanke will be back, and so maybe it's not the biggest blow, but it is a blow, right? It is a big blow.
Listen, I don't care. If Solanke told me he was going to be back training after the international break, he's nowhere near match fit, Sean. It's impossible. You can't be out. He hasn't played. He's played like a terrible game against Reading. You and I were there. He couldn't even
terrible 10 minutes against PSG.
Huh?
Terrible 10 against PSG when he came on.
Yeah.
He was part of the problem, wasn't he?
He was terrible. He was terrible. He was terrible against Reading. Absolutely terrible. Couldn't even jump for the ball. And he hasn't played since. So, we're talking about over 3 months out, plus the summer. He's nowhere near it. You can't just come back into a Premier League game and expect to be going around and trying to run 90 minutes. So that basically means up front, we got Scarlett. I think Forrester got a penalty against Leeds. Much needed.
You've got Scarlett, you've got Tell, and you've got Richie.
You got Scarlett, Tell, and Richie. Yeah. Richie can't play, obviously, all the time. Tell's going to be out of the Champions League. So we've got no options. I mean, I'm sure would he have been cup tied, Sean?
Who? It's PSG. Muani, yeah, would have been, yeah.
Definitely.
As far as I understand it, yeah.
Okay, so our option is one striker and Scarlett. That's all we've got. Can't do Tell.
Can't do Tell in the Champions League, yeah. But PSG is like, are we not expecting much, are we?
No.
You know? But yeah, I mean, what I would do against PSG, I'd say you go back to you go do the back three again, and then you do, you bring on, you just do it same thing. Kudus and Richarlison at the top.
Yeah, if Kudus is fit. What do we know about Kudus? He's nearly ready. For all we know, he could have another breakdown. As soon as they go on the grass, that's normally the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for all we know, he could be the next to be for the chop. We should have Bergvall back, but I don't see anyone else coming back. Do you?
Or maybe drag us in, maybe someone at the back that gives us a little bit more options to play a back three more often.
Where's Tackling?
What the I don't know what the fuck this guy is. He's like, I don't know, he's a ghost to me.
We only signed players that are about to break down for some reason.
I don't know what is going on, mate. Like 11 players out. But you know what? It's a testament to the depth of the squad that you can have 10 players out against Man United and you can still put out a relatively good team.
Well, still get a relatively good result is more, I'd say, rather than, I wouldn't, I'm not writing home about the performances, that's for sure. But, I
don't rate United like some people do. I think United are dog shit, personally. I think they're a bang average team. So I'm not going to sit there and pretend like they're better than they are, because I think, in my opinion, I think they're trash. I think they're a trash team, and I think they had a couple of good results, but there's a lot of teams who've had a couple of good results, and it doesn't mean that you have to change their opinion. But the season's very tight, Johnny. Let's have a look at the table. It's madness, mate. It's absolutely madness, especially after. Let me see if the PremierLeague.com table is updating in real time. I think it might be. Let's take a look at it. Right, it really is so tight. It's Mother Teresa tight. Let's have a look.
Certainly not Bonnie Blue tight, is it?
No. Do you know what? Funnily enough, I got showed Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue appeared in my Twitter feed randomly.
Yeah, just randomly. She appeared in mine as well. I had to explain myself. I don't know how it came up.
No, genuinely, it's not my sort of thing, right? I'm not. I don't watch porn or any of that sort of thing, but.
Don't have to watch any of that. It just came up.
I went to her feed and there was all these videos of her doing what she does, and I sort of scrolled through briefly a couple of
just briefly for half an hour. Huh?
Oh yeah, about 3.5 hours last. That's why I went AWOL last night. It's just a brief viewing. But yeah, she's certainly not tight, is she? Let's be honest. Anyway, let's look at this, right? So Sunderland. So as it stands, I think this is updated real time. Yeah, it must be, because Villa are now on 18 points. So you now have on 20 points in second place Chelsea.
We're 2 points off second.
Right. If City and Liverpool draw, then you have Chelsea and City on 20 points. You'll have Sunderland and Liverpool on 19 points. You have Tottenham on 18 points. Brentford have just scored. And Igor Thiago, another one. Fucking hell.
What a player, mate.
Unbelievable. And then you've got Tottenham. You'll have Villa, Manchester United, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Brentford, all within 3 points. It's literally going to be 19 points, or 20 points will separate second from 13th. It's very rare. Other people are saying this is early in the season. It's not that early in the season. Like, I don't remember it being this tight in previous seasons after 11 games, between like second and 11. I know Arsenal are a few points ahead, but everybody's capable of beating everybody right now, aren't they?
Listen, look, Sean, what did we ask for at the beginning of the season? You and I spoke about it. We said we hope we don't have another season where the bottom three are completely and utterly cut adrift from the rest. And we haven't got that. We haven't got that now. With Forest winning and West Ham winning, it's only Wolves at the moment that are getting cut adrift. Burnley and Leeds.
9 points. So what? Nottingham Forest winning right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 9 points, 10 points. So there's 3 points separating 14th from 19th. It's fucking mental.
Listen, I'll tell you what, if we lose to Arsenal, which is very likely, with all the injuries and everything that we got going on, and the fact that most of our team are away on international duty, our best players are in South America, then we could easily drop down to, 14th or something? 12th, 14th?
After that next game?
Yeah.
No, I think if we were to lose next week, then this is why I think draws suck. I think draws fucking shit. I can't stand draws. I think they should move it to like NBA settings. Every game has to have a winner.
Sean reinventing the football rules. Eh?
Oh, I don't know. I just think draws are a way that placate fans. Go, we didn't lose. Yeah, but you barely did anything. You got a point out of it. You know?
I mean, listen, Foxy's got it all right. Our fans in meltdown, how out calls all over the place. This is what I'm saying. Football is a fickle world, mate. Like the other week, he's been lauded for his performances at home. Now he gets
Barcelona. Yeah.
They had a good win against Athletic Bilbao. They go away from home against Brentford. It's ridiculous, because I've got to tell you, beating Brentford away is probably more difficult than beating Athletic Bilbao at home, in my opinion. Athletic Bilbao are struggling, but let's have some context. At least the guy's been there for 3 years. Frank's been there for 3 minutes, and there's people wanting him out. It's
interesting, isn't it? Because Newcastle fans want him. Some Newcastle fans want him out. Because where do they sit at the moment? They are part of the bottom 6. They're part of the bottom 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, part of the bottom 7. Sorry, part of the bottom 7. They are 3 points off the relegation zone at the moment. Newcastle are terrible away from home, phenomenal at home. They beat everybody at home, but they can't travel for shit. And they're a team that's playing in the Champions League again, right? So like Newcastle United, whenever they have a season in the Champions League, they generally struggle in the league. The next season, they don't qualify for the Champions League, and then they do really well, and they qualify in it. So like this season, they might finish 9th. Next season, they'll finish 3rd again. But will Eddie Howe be there? Will the Newcastle United fans tolerate this? And I think this is a good point you raised, Johnny, because ultimately, I would say that 18 teams in the Premier League would probably love to have Eddie Howe as their manager.
Yeah. Well, this is Iriola's bubbles burst. He's been found out. He's lost 4-0. Right? Are you going to have it? It's absolutely mad. It's absolutely mad. I can't. Ariola out will be the song. Absolutely. And Andrews, you'll be hearing it soon. It was nothing to do with Thomas Frank. See, Brentford are just as good without him.
Well, they are. They're about to put a 4th in. Oh, good defending. Good defending. Yeah, it's interesting, but let's talk a little bit about Arsenal, mate, shall we? Sunderland, they got the job done.
They were brilliant yesterday, Sunderland. I mean, listen, Arsenal in the end, that first half, Sunderland were absolutely immense. I mean, I absolutely loved every minute of it. They really got them. They really ruffled their feathers. But in the second half, Arsenal were unbelievable. The goal from Trossard was absolutely superb. They were playing brilliant football. There was none of this boring Arsenal set-piece football from them in the second half. But somehow, Sunderland hung on. And in those last few minutes, Arsenal just sunk that little bit deeper. I thought Bukayo Saka was unbelievable with the amount of defensive tackles he made in that game. But when that ball went in, I just absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. I think
tactically, mate, is this something that other teams will do? They'll move their advertising boards up to the edge of the pitch as close as they possibly can to stop the long throw-in.
Well,
Brentford won today. Their first goal, which gave them the impetus and the momentum, was from a long Iodi throw-in, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, honestly, it was like someone threw a rocket into there.
His throw-in is better than Rory Delap's was.
Yeah, it's also better than any. It's also better than any corner. Really?
Yeah, it's wild. It comes in more aggressively than it stays as low as Rory Delap did, but I think it comes in more aggressively. My point is that when Brentford go away from home to a team that control the advertising board, like Tottenham, right? I'm not against Tottenham Hotspur bringing the advertising board 6 foot.
Listen, but look,
That's what Sunderland did, though, Johnny. Right?
how
Sunderland
are you
did it.
stopping Arsenal? More importantly, how are you stopping Arsenal? I think that's more important.
That's what I mean. Part of the way that you stop them is to take away one of their weapons. That's what Sunderland did. Sunderland literally moved their advertising boards yesterday 6 foot closer to their pitch, and they did it the same thing against Coventry in the playoffs last year.
Listen, there's people saying that Saka, Eze were absolute crap yesterday. I think in the first half they weren't brilliant, but I think Saka and Trossard, Rice were really good in the second half, and it looked like they're just going to overrun them. But you just thought those last few minutes, they were sinking backwards. Could they? And they did. It was one stage they didn't get out their half for about quarter now, Sunderland. But they managed to do it. And I like the aggression. And I think if teams can go and match the aggression with aggression, the one thing I struggle with, though, is watching them scream, shout, surround the referee. Arteta in the ear of the fourth official the entire game, going on about the clock, waving his arms when the player's trying to take his throw in, or grabbing hold of the ball, and he's still giving instructions while he's passing the ball back. And not one fourth official, not one referee ever tells him to pack it in. Yeah. I can't bear it. But listen, I think most neutrals today will be hoping Man City beat Liverpool.
I think they will. I think it'll be fairly easy, to be honest.
Fairly easy?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Interesting.
What did I say in the bet?
I said 3-2.
I went 2-0 Man City.
I said 3-2.
Yeah. And I think Eldan Torino went 2-3 the other way. So Villa Bournemouth, just so I'm clear. So Villa Bournemouth. So I got nothing for Watkins. You absolutely sure about that?
Absolutely positive, mate.
Okay, then. So we all get 1 point apiece for that. And then Brentford Newcastle, I said 2-1, which means I get 3 points. Oh, I don't. No, I don't anymore.
No, it's 3-1, mate.
Yeah, fuck's sake. I was looking forward to those 3 points. You got nil point, and Eldan Torino said 2-1 as well, so we only get 1 point, you lucky little git. Palace Brighton, what was the score there?
0-0.
What a dog shit game. So 0 point. And then Forest Leeds.
Is it 3-1? Forest?
3-1. Yeah. So 0 point. You get a point. As you almost had it. It was 2. You had 2-1 Forest.
Yeah. Again, you mean?
Nah.
I had 2-1 Forest, I had 2-1 Spurs, and I had 2-1 the other game.
Yeah, it's a 90-minute game, though, mate. It's a 90-minute game,
96-minute, mate. 96.
It's a 100-minute game, bro. 100-minute game. So I got how many points did I get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on 8 points. You are on 5 points, and the chat is on 6 points. You're getting left behind again, mate. What you need today is a 3-2 belter for City. If you get that, you're back in the game. Otherwise, mate, you're getting left behind. And normality, it has resumed, Johnny. It's resumed.
Listen, I'm not listening, Sean. I'm not listening. It's a long season.
Yeah.
Forest went from 19th to 19th, says Spurs King.
Am I sure, Sean? Yes, I'm sure, Marshall. I'm just not sure whether or not man like Johnny is ripping me off on some Watkins assist.
I think, Marshall, you got to keep an eye on Sean. He tends to award himself points for absolutely no reason. He tried to claim a hat trick the other week. He got it completely wrong. No, Ollie Watkins was yanked off, mate. He was yanked off.
Was he?
Absolute rubbish.
Fair enough. I was too busy watching my club. By the way, did you see? I saw the Elche game on Friday night. I actually watched it live. I thought we were very good. We were unlucky. We were unlucky on Friday night. Or was it Saturday morning? I forget. We were
unfortunately, Cremonese got covered in pizza. We lost 1-0. Yeah, promotion battle. Losing 1-0. Jamie Vardy, very disappointed that he didn't get on the score sheet. I expected a minimum of a draw there.
None of this, Johnny. You're ruining my. You're trying to question my credibility, my integrity. You're sitting there saying that I'm someone that's dodgy. I'm a dodgy dealer.
Listen, not me. The chat's called you out at least twice for adding extra points when they weren't available. Thank you, chat. Without you, he'd probably be.
If ever I've done that by mistake, it's purely by my own ineptitude. There's nothing deceitful going on. I don't want to win. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I won by cheating. I'm someone that wants to win fair and square. Integrity. Well, you, Butler, you've got no integrity. What are we doing here?
Oh, dear. He's making it up as he goes along.
You outrageous little shit, Marshall. You outrageous little shit.
Tell me something.
Very good.
What was I going to say to you? Bastoni.
Yeah. What about him?
Do you think it's a bit strange that no one from the Premiership has tried to bring him in? I mean, do you not think he's a player that would absolutely suit the Premier League?
Yeah, he's quality. But Liverpool are ready, according to Sompre Inter, Liverpool are ready to offer 100 million euros. But Inter Milan have no plans to sell him. Mate,
do you remember when we were linked with him?
Yeah, Inter aren't selling that geezer, mate. Inter are not financially they're not in a mess. They're not solid. No one in the Serie A is, but they're not in a mess. So yeah, I don't think they're going to sell their prized possession. You know. Funnily enough, though, Liverpool also turning their attention to Mickey van der Ven.
I can see that one. Listen, they're going to have to come up with telephone numbers to get him. Unless Spurs are going.
How old is Mickey now?
Pardon?
How old is Mickey?
24. Is he 23, 24?
Let's have a look. Mickey van der Ven is 24. Yeah. April.
What about our guy that we mentioned the other day, plays for Inter Milan, the centre back?
Jan Bisek. Yeah.
You know who tried to sign him?
He's a right-sided centre back.
Palace tried to sign him, didn't they?
That's right, in the summer.
Yeah.
He'll eventually go.
Or we go for the Wolfsburg boy, who I can never pronounce his name. Papadopoulos.
Konstantinos Kouroulakis.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's a left-footed, left-sided. I'd rather go for your club's player at RB Leipzig, Castello Lucaiba.
Yeah.
He's a baller.
Another good player. I'll tell you one player I can't see going anywhere now. He's signed a new contract, is Morgan Rogers. But I'm not fussed, Sean. Have you seen his
stats this year?
Pardon?
Have you seen his stats this year? Look at this.
Tottenham lover has suggested Jeremy Jacquet or Jeremy's Jacket, one of the two.
Jacquet, yeah, Jacquet. This is Morgan Rogers. Right, we're looking at our midfield and thinking that that's the solution.
Listen, the only trouble is FB refs and all the rest of them. Sometimes I don't know. You know.
I know Chris said that earlier. I'm not sure. I think he misread when he said that. These companies are paid fortunes to get that data. They pay a lot of money to get it, or they pay a lot of money creating it. Like if they were known as being irrelevant or not irrelevant, if they were being unreliable, I think they'd be like cast aside. You know, to me, if you compare him this season to last season, right? Compare this version of Morgan Rogers to last season. It's look at him in the 24-25 season, and then you compare him to. Well, look at Szoboszlai. Jesus Christ, that's what you want, right? You know what? So that's him last year. I know he's a different sort of player because he was a winger, but he's literally half the player he was last year. Same sort of problems. Last season when he was very good, he was 3 times better with his forward pass completion. He was better with his key passes. He was better with his carrying. This year he's just a weaker version of himself. But if you look at someone like what we want at Tottenham, go and get someone like him. Right? Go and get a João Gomez, or go and get this guy.
Can I ask you something? Has everyone forgotten about Ashley Phillips being part of a Stokes team, week in and week out, that's hardly conceding a goal?
Well, what?
He's a kid.
Is he? I don't watch Stoke, mate. So what?
Stoke have been like superb. They've hardly conceded a goal.
Yeah, but what's his
they
personal
conceded
performance?
A late goal against Coventry on the weekend, a big game, Stoke Coventry. They won 1-0 Coventry away from home. But
how did he personally play?
I know exactly how he played in that game yesterday because I've been watching other games and was at Spurs and what have you. But he's been playing well. Ashley Phillips. You can get up his stats if you want.
Let's have a look. Ashley Phillips, FB refs. I'm pretty sure the championship is included in this. I think it is. Here we go. This is compared to the top 13 leagues, I think. So, what's he good at? He's good at percentage of dribblers tackled, 97th percentile against the top 13 leagues. So, because the championship is about the 10th best league or something.
What is he, 19? Is he 19 now? How old is he? Or 20?
He is 20 years old and 106 days. But he's not doing a lot else, is he? Let's be honest. I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time looking at him, but he's not looking. There's not a lot of red bars, green bars of the light, is there? His passing is not spectacular.
You're pairing a 20-year-old playing a 20-year-old who's, his second season at Stoke City with the top 13 leagues in Europe. Okay,
should we put Vuskovic in here?
Oh, I think it's a bit of a hard. Yeah, well, listen, I'm not saying Vuskovic isn't a better player, mate. Let's not make any bones about that.
Look at this guy.
Yeah,
playing in a better league.
He's generational, mate.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he was a winner again yesterday, I believe. Oh no, he drew yesterday. I think he drew yesterday.
Vuskovic is going to be world class. But what I would actually ask, I actually would like to see whether or not he's young enough to be. Because before they get set in their ways of being used to playing on their right side or whatever, I know he's right-footed, but there's plenty of like Mark Gay, he's a right-footed, left-sided centre-back, and he's not a bad player. I don't think he's as good as a lot of people say he is, but I know you love him. But he's a right-footer. So the idea that nobody who is right-footed can play centre-back is just waffle. But just for me, generally, I think you want a left-footed, left-sided player for balance. But if you are capable of doing it, then do it. But I wonder whether or not it's better for Tottenham if they could convince this guy to be positioned and to train him before he gets set in his ways in his career to make him play on the left-hand side. Because if you could have him and Van der Ven, and then you had Danso and Romero, I think you'd be onto something, right, Johnny?
Yeah, look, I think that we are okay. For centre backs, but I still believe we need something on the left hand side, Sean. We need a top quality left sided player. I'm quite happy to get the boy from Wolfsburg, bring him in at 21, and let him develop, in the back room. But we cannot.
What is it that have you seen seen the boy play? I don't know
much about him. I've got to be honest. I've only seen the highlights. But what I do know, if Mickey Van der Ven gets injured, okay. We cannot be playing Ben Davies. I'm sorry, we can't be playing Ben Davies there. And so we will be playing Kevin Danso.
No, I agree with you about the idea of bringing a left-footed, left-sided player. I've heard you 3 or 4 times in the last couple of days mention Konstantinos Kouroulakis, and I'm just wondering, is there something about him that you like more than the other left-sided, left-footed players?
Listen, I know for a fact that Arsenal were looking at him, seriously looking at him. And I know their talent ID for defenders is spot on.
Yeah,
Maresca could turn out to be one of the best signings of the window. £13 million for he's an absolute monster. He's an absolute monster. You're not seeing a lot of him playing at the moment because they don't need to with Saliba and Gabriel playing there. But believe me, if one of them gets injured on the left-hand side,
Mascara. I was Mascara, not Maresca. Yeah, Mascara.
Sorry, Maresca.
Yeah.
Mascara.
Maresca, I was like, the Chelsea manager.
Sorry. Yeah, Maresca.
I hear you. Yeah, Mascara is a player that Tottenham were linked with. And I ran into the Y Scout and I was like, he looks really decent. He's one of those, like the other players in Italy. I forget their names now. We were linked with a lot of players from Italy. One of them ended up going to Liverpool and broke his ACL. But there was 2 or 3 others as well.
Leone, wasn't it?
Leone, yeah, that's it. Leone. But there was 1 or 2 others. There was a guy from Genoa that we were linked with. There's a left-sided, left-footed centre back.
No.
Sorry, it took me a second. Look, listen, I don't know. I got no idea about this kid from Wolfsburg, but yeah, Konstantinos Kourouliakis.
No, but I just think
his stats look very, very impressive. So.
Look, just like I said, Liverpool are one short of like having an absolute disaster at the back with no cover, and Spurs are 1 injury to Mickey van der Wey away from actually having a disaster. De Winter.
Tony De Winter, that's it. Big up to you, Marshall. Big up to you, mate. I forgot his name.
Well played, Marshall.
Player as well.
Guys, if you're in the chat, please hit the like button, and if you're here for the first time, please hit the subscribe button so you can find it.
Big up to you as well, Dino. Houdini. We missed you the last couple of shows, Houdini. You're usually always here, mate. Listen, it's not about your presence for the super chats or the super stickers. It's just your presence generally, my man. We always appreciate you. You missed out on one on the Spurs talk show when I went live really early, and I think you missed one here as well. We were like, "Where's Houdini? Where's Houdini?"
We miss his presence and we miss his presence.
Big up to you, mate. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Hope you're okay. Yeah, as Johnny was saying, guys, please do smash the like button. Please do smash the subscribe. It's only a quick game today, a quick show today before the game starts, which is in 15 minutes. Johnny, let's talk a little bit about this game, shall we? It's a massive one. Game. Man City, Liverpool, mate. What's your thoughts, bro?
Well, you're saying it's a cruise. It's a cakewalk for Man City. I've predicted Man City to win. I really like the fact that Ryan Cherky is showing the signs of how excited we were when he signed him. There's some interest. I love Pep. Mateus Nunes signed from Wolves to play as a midfielder, and he's playing right back. Madness. Yet he's still putting Nico Gonzalez in there in the middle of the park because, let's be honest, I don't know whether he's broken down again, but Rodri's not in the squad, is he, today? Again. He was warming up.
I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the team.
No, Rodri's not in the squad again.
Let's have a look at the team news. Man City versus Liverpool. The starting 11s are out, aren't they? The team news is here. We go.
Yeah, no Rodri.
Yeah, you're spot on. Here we go.
No Rodri in the squad. So he was seen warming up, and they thought that he's back. He's obviously broken down again, or there's been an issue because he's not even in the squad. All I know is,
I tell you what. On paper, you could easily make the argument that Liverpool have got a better team on paper. Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, maybe he's shoehorned, whatever. Szoboszlai not having to play defensively, bit of freedom to move. Mo Salah on the right.
Szoboszlai has been an absolute revelation since he's moved him inside, right? He's been a massive difference. Moving him there has stopped the slide.
Yeah,
I mean, it was slots out, wasn't it? 5 defeats in 6 games.
Yeah, I agree. Robertson's back. Van Disney, Kanate, Marmadashvili, and Connor Bradley. There's nothing weak in that team on paper. And I agree with you. Szoboszlai being promoted up has been the difference. It's him having to play DM. It was so right back. It was so out of balance. It was ridiculous at times. For City, they got Donnarumma. Jesus. Donnarumma against Marmadashvili. Oh, I've lost the thing there.
I mean, you've got to look at the 2 benches, Sean. You look at Liverpool's bench. Gakpo, Chiesa, Isak, Endo, Curtis Jones, Gomez, Kirkes. And then you look at Man City's bench. And Man City's bench, Omar Mamouche, Savinho, Oscar Bob, Reinders, Nathan Ake, El Nouri, Rico Lewis, John Stones.
Every one of those players on both teams,
Gets
with
in
the
Spurs
exception potentially of Freddie Woodman, who I don't know who he is, every one of those players makes it into most Premier League teams' first teams. Fair or unfair?
Rio Nguma, right? He was fantastic. He was poached off for
I
Chelsea.
know him. I'm saying I don't know who Freddie Woodman is.
Oh, Freddie Woodman. Okay. Oh, yeah, the goalkeeper. Never heard of him, mate. Never heard of him.
Most of those players on that bench on both teams start for Tottenham.
I went for a 3-2 Man City win. I would have liked to have seen Rodri there to be on. I see Destiny, you go Oscar Bob Mayer. I'm going by what Pepper said about Oscar Bob. He's had a lot of injuries, but they keep unveiling some real top player. One player who's definitely come back into the fold and has got better each week is Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden's almost back to the Phil Foden that got in the England team. So it'd be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to the game. I think we should leave it, Sean, so we can go and watch the game.
Let everyone go. Guys, last request. There's not been a huge amount of people in here today. Obviously, we know.
We knew it was going to be.
Middle of the football week, the Sunday fixtures. Totally understand it. But we very much appreciate those that have been here. If you've enjoyed at least a little bit of a distraction for the last hour, then smash the like button for us. All we ask, hit the subscribe as well if you haven't already. And we'll be back tomorrow with another one, a more detailed outlook of how it is that Butler has re-increased his lead.
We'll analyse his fantasy football team. Let's have a look at that.
We'll do that with that tomorrow as well.
Guys,
please smash the like, smash the subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. Johnny, what's your quick prediction? 3-2, you said, yeah, for Man City?
3-2, and you? What were you?
I think I said 2-0.
2-0. Okay. Look forward to it, guys. Thanks for having us. See you soon. Thanks for your support. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from that guy. See you later. Bye.
Bye.